Hello everyone, Railgan here with a CVP game between Rendings and Walnuts. Two Bronze League players that have decided that their game is worthy to be looked at, casted by me. Now, I don't know, I usually don't look at games of other players or cast them very much. I know I've done it a couple of times on the channel and where I analyze to try and help people. But this time it's more of a, hey, I'm curious what you think about our game and would you mind having a look at it. Now, that being said, this is a game between two Bronze League players, so it's going to be long, I can tell you guys that much, and I think it's going to be pretty weird. Right off the bat, we see the pretty common Bronze League strategy of one base, gate, forge, cannon, into double gas, into a salad. Well, the Zerg player is going for a pretty standard opening. I mean, this could be anybody, like almost anybody, because he just cancelled the drone. But besides that, we're looking pretty good, right? He sends his overlords out, he sees the salad moving across the map, makes some links to as a response, sees that the Protoss is on one base. And at the 2-minute 40 mark, only about 1 minute late, the Protoss finally throws down the cybernetics core. The Zerg player, noticing that the opponent is going for what you can only presume to be a one base build, does start with the lair right away. It's usually you would maybe get the link speed first. I don't think, yeah, he didn't get the link speed, but I guess the lair is fine. He throws down the Roach Warren at the 340 mark. Pretty standard time to throw the Roach Warren down. Usually you just have way more and then follows it up with the 4 overlords so he doesn't get supply block. Protoss player is trying to sneak a Nexus, is going for Stargates and decides that after he opened with the cannon without walling off, it's now time to build Stalkers. Well, and then he didn't get +1 for his ground units, but he's going for Sky units, so we can expect some Sky gameplay. I'm not sure why he didn't take this base. He's trying to sneak one on the Zerg player, I guess, but Zerg player is moving out, and now the Stalkers are here, but they're going to be greeted by roaches, and this amount of roaches should have a pretty easy time when it comes to taking out the Stalkers, but we never know what to expect, right? Some kiting forward, some kiting backward. Yeah, the Zerg player has no idea of the Nexus, right? Yeah, he's just checking for the Protoss net run. I mean, we see the fleet beacon, so we all know what this is going to be. It's going to be carriers. I mean, it could still be some Mothership, Tempest, weird stuff, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be carriers, right? The Zerg player cleans up the push, and at this point, he most likely feels pretty good about himself. I'm speeding up the game again a little bit because, as I said, it's a pretty long game and there isn't that much going on in this game. Protoss player is now mass cannoning the third and the main, decides that now it's time to spend his money, so he throws down additional Stargates, a fleet beacon. The Zerg player cleans up the main. Protoss player's SRIP. That's why you don't get carriers. GG, I don't play TOS much. And the Protoss player is dying, alright. But I don't think it's over. He lost everything, right? All he has left now are 3 Stargates, some pylons and some cannons. He's not that far behind in workers though, he's only behind 18 workers, which means the Zerg player has twice his income. But the Zerg player is also stubbornly spamming out the roaches, and now the Zerg player should realize that the Protoss has something else, because the probes didn't just stand still like they usually would, but they instead ran away. He's cleverly hiding them, like he doesn't want the Protoss to know that he has one, all he has is one carrier. The Zerg player has so much money. You're rude, lol. You're gonna waste your time for it. How am I rude? Loser. That's how. You wasted my time. I did. Now the Zerg player realizes his mistake, right? He's walking into a lot of cannons. Now the Protoss player doesn't really have anything besides cannons. He's not even rebuilding workers. He has this one carrier. He has one carrier, but the Zerg player can't actually kill it. I tried to make a friendly conversation. Yeah, now he has Hydras. I mean, there's no way the Protoss player can deal with the Hydras, right? Well, what the Zerg player should do in this position is stay defensive, macro up. You definitely don't want to run into 20 cannons. No. No. No! No, 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 no. This is not gonna end well. The Protoss doesn't even... What is the carrier doing? The carrier is just parked with his 27 kills. Now Zerg player is massing Hydra, so he wants to break through this. Yeah, it would make more sense to build some drones first, but I guess he has so much money that he doesn't really care. How will... I'm disappointed. He killed one cannon. Units lost. Oh my god. Wait, let me rewind quickly. So right here, the Protoss player has 5.7k resources loss. 5.8. Yeah, he killed a pylon. All he got was one pylon for 3k worth of resources. Now, this point, how the fuck are you being friendly? Well, the Zerg player is pretty pissed, alright. Carrier is just parked here. Why doesn't he use... Oh, now he's using the carrier. The Zerg keeps trying to run in here and kill the pylons. If he kills the pylon, he depowers all these cannons, right? I'm not sure why the Protoss doesn't rebuild a new pylon. Maybe he hasn't noticed. Because if this pylon loses energy, like these cannons are all going to die. Now he's going to build new pylons. The Protoss player is using all this micro to kill and extract. Like, he could have killed drones, but I guess damaging the extractor can also be worth it. 15-minute mark, the Protoss is at 29 supply. Is this what Bronze League games look like? It's like your standard Bronze League game where the Protoss doesn't have a main or a natural but took the third and the fourth base with one carrier in the Zerg player's main army, main base, killing his overlords and queens. While the Zerg player frantically tries to kill that one pylon that has been haunting him, suiciding more and more Hydras into it. He's spamming pools. He builds the pools underneath the carrier instead of at the natural or wherever. Yes, these Hydras. What the hell? +2 missile. I mean, the Zerg player is mined out in his main and they're now equal in worker count. This space is completely undefended. Now he finally spots it. I can only imagine that as soon as the Protoss player realizes... Well, let's look at the camera of the Protoss player. What is he looking at? Okay. Okay, he wants to expand. Of course not in his natural, where it would make sense. Ah, yes. Oh, shit. Oh. How did he only now realize that the Zerg player was... The Zerg player is just building one expansion after the other right now. I mean, if you have big cash money, you might as well use it. Protoss player finally rebuilding his gateway now. Oh no, the high ground harass. Doesn't work. Yeah, it does. I was about to say, of course. For some reason, the Zerg player is once again getting duped by the Protoss, who just expands into another corner of the map while killing his lair. Killing the lair doesn't... Oh my god. Okay, one day this carrier will get something done. I mean, the Zerg player is just mass expanding. This is what he should have done from the start with all that money. Well, actually, what he should have done from the start was just scout the third base and kill it. But this is like a close second. Now, if Hydras walk up here, he just loses all the workers, but you all know neither player is capable of such a feat. Okay, so we have more probes running around. Ah, now of course once again he does not expand to the natural but to the potential 5th base. If this 6th base, if this is the 5th, or I don't know. So that's that one carrier park, the one carrier that is keeping him in this game. I wonder how this Zerg player wins any games ever. Like he goes for the roach attack and then it's like, well, it didn't kill him, so I guess I'm gonna do nothing for the rest of the game. It's kind of what this game feels like. I mean, he does keep suiciding Hydras into a small... Oh my god. What is it now? The Zerg player is up 100 supply. Like, how is this game still going? The Protoss player has 3k gas! Build some Stargates. Do something. What are you doing? Like, if these guys would just spend their money, we would get so far in this game, right? But instead we have, at the 23-minute mark, we have a fight of one carrier against like 5 Hydras. And on the other side of the map we have, what is this, like 30 Hydras. Oh, he's finally pushing in, trying to kill another pylon. Oh, he killed the pylons. And did he wall these in? No, they're fine. The 60, he has now 60 kills on that carrier. That one carrier is keeping him in this game. It doesn't matter if you mine, if you don't spend your money, dude. Oh my god, the cannon rush. Well, Hydras walk past it. And he's cannon rushing absolutely nothing. Because there's nothing here that he can... This is such a failure. Protoss can be broken AF. Well... Dude. Like... Oh my god. Those Hydras keep sniping the probes. Well, now he's using lurkers to counter the cannons. I guess lurkers too. I didn't actually know this, but lurkers outrange cannons, which is nice. So this will eventually be broken. This is not really something that usually happens. So it's actually an interaction I didn't know of. And they say you can't learn anything from the bronze. I just learned that I can use lurkers to counter cannons, kind of. Meanwhile, the carrier is doing his thing. This is still doing its nothing, and production tab for the Protoss player is empty, for the Zerg player is empty. Zerg player has 14k minerals. What is the Protoss player doing? Okay, now he's like...
Your base has some uninvited guests.
Okay, now he's like, well, I gotta build a new Stargate, guys. I mean, obviously. I lost mine like 20 minutes ago. Why didn't I think of this earlier? I just rebuilt the Stargate. If I have one carrier and do this much damage, what happens if I build 2 carriers? Oh. Now, he doesn't yet... The Zerg player has like this sickness where he can't build a spire. Because... Oh my god, stop talking, Total Biscuit. The Zerg player can't build a spire, of course, and now the probe is harassing him. God. Look at this Hydra, so OP, it's just killing one interceptor after the other. Probe got 1 kill, is now satisfied. Now the Zerg player is like, well, I mean, so yeah, you don't have your main. You don't have your natural, 3rd base, 4th base, 5th base, 6th base. Well, what could you possibly have, right? The Protoss player realized that what he needs right now are Void Rays to combat the the lurkers, I guess. I don't know what the point of the Void Rays is, but I'm pretty sure the Protoss player knows what he's doing, right? I mean, this is probably not his first rodeo, right? He built a cyber core into his mineral line, so these patches can't really be mined from anymore, and he does of course have to keep it safe. Now the Zerg player realized Protoss player took yet another base and is taking it out. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Some people have the decency to play the game properly. I am playing. I wonder which one of these two actually sent me this replay. Is it the frustrated Zerg? Or the I need to go, please leave, then surrender. Like, the Zerg player has so much money. I've won the game fair and square. Well, technically you have won the game when you kill the last Protoss building. What a horrible game. Thank you all for sitting through this mess where the a Protoss player turtled for 32 minutes with his only attacking units being a carrier that got 80 kills. While the Zerg player kept throwing an insane amount of resources at a wall, while having even more insane amount of resources banked. But then, casual Zerg player had to leave. The Protoss player was victorious. I don't know what to say, guys. Thank you all for watching.